Okay, so the strategy for lining your forge is you take 2 bricks just like this. Now I clamp them down to a piece of wood to hold them in position, and then I measure to the center. And then right in the center, I drill a hole using a 2.5-inch hole saw or 64 millimeter. And these things are very soft. You'll just drill right through, and you'll have to do this process twice because you have 2 burners. Then you'll take your hole and you'll put the tops in first. So you slide it in and you'll put it in there. So typically, you just flip it over and you'll put your brick like that. So now, the only time you have fitment issues is the bricks are not 100% like machined, so they have some variation, but they are very soft. So sometimes, the corners are rounded, and then sometimes the weld here, is raised on the inside, so you'll need to just chamfer these. The easiest way to do that is just to rub them on the concrete, just like that. I mean, I already just barely rubbed it, and you can see I put a chamfer. So that's what I do. And if a brick is too long, you just put it down like this. And they rub, they're very soft. And so the most I've ever had to do is, chamfer some corners. Which, because this is formed and the corners are slightly rounded, that's basically the process. So yeah, you just butt them up against each other. Now, you'll have, sorry for the terrible camera work here, I'm just holding this thing. The ones on the bottom, they can go that way or they can go this way. Either way, doesn't matter a whole lot. So see, it's a little bit snug. Doesn't want to go down all the way. And I'm guessing right along there might be a little like weld BB. So if I chamfer that bottom corner there by rubbing it on the sidewalk or concrete, it'll probably go all the way down. Now, something you might want to do is get some of this. You don't have to have this stuff. Furnace, cement, fireplace, and mortar. This stuff is good, like 2,000 degrees. It basically just fills the gaps and makes it more tight. It doesn't have to be used. I don't always use that, but it's an option. Also, my bricks here, I think, are 2,000 degrees. I've seen some 2,700 degrees. The 2,700 degrees are probably better suited for Damascus. Your other option is in the bottom, you could use some castable refractory cement, and this stuff is good to 2,400 degrees, and I've used this for melting copper in a foundry. So, also there is Mizumi, I think that's how you say it, and that is good for 3,000 degrees, and Castolite 30, also good to about 3,000 degrees. Bricks are the easiest. If you do the castable, you just fill the bottom up to about there, and then you let it get hard, and then you tip it over and you fill it up to, here. Actually, and this is down a little bit, you can, kind of just, it should be pretty thick. It shouldn't run in there. And you can fill the top, and then you could tip it on its side and, put a piece of wood in here and a piece of wood on that side, and you could fill the bottom, flip it over, and you could cast all 4 sides if you wanted to. Really, the bottom's probably all that you would need. You could cast the bottom and put fire bricks in the side. So these fire bricks, when you do the sides, they just slide in through that area and they go right there. So anyway, that's the strategy for doing that. I think I'm just going to cut up this cardboard here. I just painted the bottom tonight, so I'm going to give it maybe a day to get hard, otherwise the paint will all rub off on the way to you. So maybe I will box this up tomorrow night, and then maybe Tuesday morning, if you get me a label sometime on Monday, once I give you the information, we can get that shipped out. Anyways, if you have any questions, let me know. I am here to help.